I mean, women are paid less, period. It's nothing different than what happens in the world. Women tend to be paid less than their male counterparts.
There's no validity to there being a thing between Taraji and I.
Queen Latifah and Taraji P Henson recently stepped up their battle for fair pay in a big way. But the truth is, they've been at it for a while, and they've been loud about it too. When Latifah thanked Henson, it was because Henson's been in this fight for a long time, just like Latifah. Funny enough, the person they both agreed with and mentioned has been right in the middle of their struggle all along. Let's dive deeper into the issue that connects Queen Latifah, Taraji P Henson, and Oprah. But before we go any further, make sure first that you subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell for more updates and videos like this. Now let's get going.
And we don't just take what we're offered. We always push it further, and we realize what our worth is, but also realize that we can create this.
If you've been keeping up with the news lately, you might have heard about Hollywood talking about fair pay. But here's the thing, these discussions aren't new. They've been happening for ages. What's different now is that instead of just fighting against powerful men in the industry, it looks like the issue involves another actress, who happens to be a black woman. Queen Latifah and Taraji P Henson have had enough. To show how serious this is, they've spoken out on a major platform in the entertainment world, calling out the woman at the center of their fight.
It's no secret we are facing some seriously pivotal issues. Everyone's talking about inflation. You know what's not feeling inflation?
Equal pay for black actresses.
Women tend to be paid less than their male counterparts. So I do agree with her in that sense.
So here's the scoop. The person I'm talking about is none other than the influential Oprah Winfrey. Given her own experiences with discrimination, you'd think she'd steer clear of anything like that. But surprise, surprise, it seems she's not just dipping her toes into these stories, she's diving right in. Rumors suggest she's been unfair to people, maybe even contributing to lower pay for other black actresses in projects she wasn't even a part of. For folks like Queen Latifah and Henson, this hits differently. They've already faced plenty of hurdles, but being betrayed by someone they thought they could relate to and fight alongside in the entertainment world, that stings even more. So here's the deal. Queen Latifah and Taraji P Henson have decided to take their fight right to the gates of Hollywood. And let me tell you, it's caused quite a stir. Fans, fellow celebs, basically everyone in the entertainment biz has reportedly rallied behind them. But here's where it gets juicy. By speaking out, they've allegedly uncovered even more instances of Oprah Winfrey undercutting black actresses. Now it seems like Winfrey might be facing more than just a fan backlash thanks to Latifah and Henson. What's really wild is how Latifah and Henson painted a vivid picture of Winfrey during an award ceremony. They didn't come out and say it directly, but during their speeches they made it clear that black actresses in Hollywood are still getting the short end of the stick when it comes to pay. Henson even won an award for her role in The Color Purple and used her speech to shed light on the aftermath of their fight for equal pay.
I just saw Danielle Brooks, and I asked her about some of the fun that everybody had on set. What were some of your favorite moments?
The best was doing the electric slide with Oprah Winfrey. Not too many people can say they've done that.
Let's face it, folks, we're dealing with some serious issues, Latifah said during her monologue. Then she dropped this bomb. Everyone's buzzing about inflation. But you know what's not inflating? Equal pay for black actresses. The cameras then zoomed in on Henson in the audience, and she echoed the sentiment saying, "Thanks, Latifah, for standing up for all of us." Soon after, Henson took the stage to nab her award for Outstanding Supporting Actress in The Color Purple. During her speech, she thanked those who supported her during the movie's press tour when she first called out Hollywood's pay gap. And guess who produced that press tour? Yep, you guessed it, Oprah Winfrey. I mean, what are the odds, right? But even if you're not a believer in luck, there's a clear paper trail. As Henson pointed out, Henson had already sounded the alarm about pay disparities in the industry. But the timing of her words, right around the promotion of The Color Purple, which happened to be produced by Winfrey, couldn't have been more perfect. I've been hustling and fighting for fair pay on every project, and it's a slap in the face when people say, "Oh, you're always working." Well, damn it, I have to. It's not because I want to work all the time. I have to pay my bills, she said tearfully.
You're tired.
I'm only human, and it seems every time I do something and I break another glass ceiling, when it's time to renegotiate, I'm at the bottom again, like I never did what I just did, and I'm just tired.
It didn't take long for fans to connect the dots and figure out who Henson was talking about. Many speculated that her comments during the movie's promotion were a direct jab at the producers, especially Winfrey. The situation escalated when TikTok users started dissecting videos from a press conference for the same movie. They claimed Henson and Winfrey didn't seem to get along, and that Henson appeared uncomfortable around her producer. Observing their body language, one TikToker even pointed out that Henson was the only actress Winfrey didn't touch during the event.
She looked at Taraji and quickly looks away. And I look at Taraji, look at her legs. She locks it away from Oprah, looking up, fluttering her eyes, trying to hold back tears. She's not even trying to open up and was closing in on Oprah. Oprah pulls out, trying to find an escape, goes right behind Daniel Brooks. I look at Taraji's face. She's just like not happy.
But here's the kicker. Henson didn't just leave it at that. She spoke out further in an interview with the New York Times, revealing that she and her co-stars faced challenges on the set of The Color Purple. Henson disclosed that she fought behind the scenes for things like transportation and security to the Atlanta set, as the production initially offered the cast rental cars and expected them to drive themselves. They handed us rental cars, and I was like, I can't be driving myself to the set in Atlanta. It's a liability. It's unsafe. Now they're cutting corners, expecting us to risk it all driving alone in rental cars. Henson recalled, so I asked, can I at least get a driver or security to take me? I'm not asking for the world. Their response was, if we do it for you, we have to do it for everyone. My reply, then do it for everyone. It's frustrating, things I shouldn't have to fight for. I remember on the set of Empire, I had to fight for trailers that weren't infested with bugs. Aside from the logistical issues, the cast faced other challenges on the set. During a recent Q&A for the film, Danielle Brooks revealed that the actors didn't initially have their own dressing rooms during rehearsals, nor were they provided with food at the time. I remember when we first came in for rehearsals, they put us all in the same space, Brooks shared. We didn't have our own dressing rooms then. This being my first studio film, sometimes you come in thinking, okay, I'll take whatever they give me. I'm just grateful to be here. But Taraji spoke up for us. She showed me how to stand up for myself, like she's been doing for her fellow actresses. Queen Latifah has been doing the same since as far back as 2017.
It's a scary thing to speak your truth, but I urge you all to speak your truth, because at the end of the day, that's all we have. And like they say, the truth will set you free.
The actress didn't hold back when discussing the long-standing issue of pay disparities in Hollywood. She emphasized that it's not just about women earning less than men, but specifically highlighted the even bigger gap for Black women. Her strategy to tackle this? She and other big names in the industry have been pushing for significantly higher pay for their roles and advocating for ownership of the content they create. Despite these efforts, she acknowledged that the fight against the industry's wide pay gap for Black women is ongoing. It's a struggle that nearly every Black woman in the industry has faced. What's disheartening is that someone as influential as Winfrey hasn't only stayed silent about it, but has also been accused of contributing to the problem. Speaking of Winfrey, Taraji wasn't the only one from The Color Purple who spoke out against her for mistreatment. Fantasia Barrino also shared her story of poor treatment at the hands of the famed hostess.
Everyone's talking about inflation. You know what's not feeling inflation?
Equal pay for Black actresses.
Thank you for standing up for all of us.
The actress stunned the world when she revealed the hardships she faced while playing Celie in The Color Purple. Despite always being on the job, she struggled to make ends meet. When I portrayed Celie on Broadway, it was tough. I had no support team. Everyone around me was taking everything I had. I'd come home and I couldn't even afford a pizza. But I was always working. How does that make sense? I had no money, yet I was always working, she shared. To add to her woes, Fantasia disclosed that her own life mirrored Celie's struggles, making it emotionally challenging to play the role. She confessed to Entertainment Weekly that she felt burdened, as if she were carrying both her own and Celie's burdens during the production. What I felt and experienced stepping into her shoes, I wasn't prepared to revisit, she admitted.
If I can't fight for them coming up behind me, then what the fuck am I doing? I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, don't apologize. Don't apologize.
I think it's an important message for people to hear because we see the lights, camera, action.
And then
And
they
it's so
tell me we
glamorous,
don't
yes.
translate overseas.
In a candid interview with People, she didn't hold back her dislike for playing Celie on stage, revealing how it nearly deterred her from accepting the role in the new Broadway-directed film. I despised it. It was during a tumultuous time in my life, and I felt like I was carrying both my own and Celie's burdens. I don't know how to shake off the character. When one person voices such sentiments, it could be dismissed as an isolated incident. Two people, perhaps a coincidence. But when three individuals echo the same sentiments, it's hard to ignore. Many now question Winfrey's innocence in the light of these allegations. While some fans applaud these women for speaking out, others fear repercussions, especially for Taraji. One user expressed concern, saying, "She thanked the box office for The Color Purple, so I doubt a major studio will invest in her again." Back to television. But what do you think? Sound off your comments below. That's all for today. We hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, make sure to hit like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more videos like this.